Welcome back to Unapologetically Unfiltered, where we keep it real, go deep, and explore what most people avoid. This week, we're joined by Parmiss Kia. She's the founder of Ahleph.one and is Australia's only level 2 CAP and non-dual facilitator. Sounds like a lot. Don't worry, we'll break it down for you. She guides deep inner work, and we're diving into what really happens in a CAP session, what you feel, experience, and uncover when you let go. If you're curious about energy work and real self-discovery, this one's for you. Today we're welcoming Parmiss, the founder of Ahleph. Parmiss is Australia's first level 2 CAP and non-dual facilitator. Known for her grounded, expansive approach to guiding people back to themselves. We're excited to have her here and to dive into her work, her journey, and the wisdom that she brings. Welcome, Parmiss.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
For those of you who don't know you or don't know anything about CAP, and I'll put my hand up and say I don't know very much about CAP, how would you describe what you do?
Yes. So CAP, first I will start with CAP because you're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, what is CAP?
Yeah, what is it? Tell us. We want to know everything.
CAP stands for Kundalini activation process. And it's the, and Kundalini is really a mystical word. Maybe many people heard about it. It's basically an energy transmission to activate your life force energy. Some things that you've been born with.
Sounds magic.
Yes. Sign me up.
Exactly.
Yes. And that's one of the management modalities that I'm offering as part of the Ahleph brand. So yeah, it just helps people to connect back to the true self, because we, majority of the time, we're actually disconnected as we grow older. And we lose that connection with that authentic self that we have. We accumulate everything from our surroundings, from parents' teaching and society's conditioning, and then one day you wake up and you're like, who am I?
So how does this happen? Like, how do you go about a CAP session or a Kundalini session? Like, how many sessions do you need with you? What do you do in a session?
Yeah, of course. First, I wanted to distinguish between the Kundalini, because the Kundalini has been a very ancient work. Like, it's your energy, like it's your life force energy. And in India, they call it Kundalini. In Western world, we call it life force. Okay. And in China, they call it Qi. So you might have heard about Qi in the Chinese medicine. Yeah, they're all the same thing.
Okay.
And with Kundalini practices, it's been a really like a will force practice where you had to sit in a discipline, meditations or yoga poses, even breath work as well. It requires lots of will force in order to activate your Kundalini. While with CAP, when you come to the session, it's basically, you don't have to do anything. It's a path of surrender. Yeah.
Amazing.
So what happens, like, talk us through what happens in a session. So, where do you hold these sessions? What's involved, what's in the room? Sure. Like, paint a picture for us.
Of course. I mean, you've all been to yoga classes, so when you come to a studio, like, yeah, this is a class, this is a session, or even a breathwork session, same. But with CAP, you just walk into a studio. I'll welcome you in.
And lie down?
You lie down.
Oh, fantastic.
Of course, you lie down on a mat, and of course we do a little bit of an intro so you understand where things are coming from. But again, I ask people to come in without expectation. So a majority of the time when you go to a session or sound journey or any of these beautiful work, self-development work, you put in an intention. That's why I'm coming here. I want to forgive myself. I want to expand, whatever it might be. With CAP, we want you to come without expectations and no intention, because we'll be connecting you back with your own intelligence. It gives you what you need. So you just lie down on a mat. There will be a music in the background, not just relaxing music. It will be any type of music. Yeah. And I'll be transmitting the energy from the crown chakra, and it goes down, activates your own life force, and that starts to travel up, and it goes down. So up and down without you doing any effort, no experiences needed, no belief system. It's an actual embodiment practice.
And you're by yourself in the session, or other people are there?
It's just me as facilitating the session, but of course it's a group session. Okay. So yeah.
And do you just do that from in front, or do you like stand over the person?
Yeah.
Talk us through that.
Okay, I want to picture that exactly.
Yes.
I mean, it depends. It depends. I mean, it's a group transmission. At the same time, I go to each person. It's not like a really disciplined kind of work. I'm also in the energy 50-50. So I would go around, I would transmitting energy, or like even touching different meridian points or your chakra points, just to facilitate and activates the energy through the person. So everybody have their eyes closed throughout the whole time.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Yes, but you're conscious. Yes. So it's not like hypnosis that you feel like I'm losing control, because you're not losing control. You're literally just like, you can open your eyes and everything's going to be poof.
And everything's going to be. So what led you personally into Kundalini and non-dual facilitation?
Yeah, that's a good one. I think we all have a journey before we just make this pivot, right?
Yes,
Yeah, where was the pivot?
Yeah, the pivot for me, it all started after ending a long-term relationship or engagement. And that breakup, that separation, apart from the grief part that you've been through something for almost 13-14 years, it showed me something much deeper. And it was that I've been holding on to something that was not true. And that truth wasn't only the other person, it was a truth that I believe is true for me. And after that, I felt like, I actually need to find something that is more meaningful. So with that came a lot of, self-development work of reading or listening to different people or teachers, going to some other modalities. Like I've been going to Sound Journey a lot. And I remember I've been looking for an answer that I didn't know what it might be. And one day I came across CAP on YouTube. I was searching, I know yoga and then Kundalini yoga. Like,
help. Please help.
Please. Yes.
Go down a rabbit hole.
Exactly. Yes, exactly, the rabbit hole. And then I came across the video and the people were like moving and shaking. I was like,
what is
that is so cool.
Yeah.
And it looked like a psychedelic kind of experience. And I was like, I really want to try it. So, and one day it actually came up on my Instagram, because there was no one in Melbourne before. And
I'd never seen it.
No.
Like, I'd never seen anything. I had no idea what it was or anything.
No, we haven't had it. No, we've had like the person whom I've had the session with. She came from Mexico. I mean, she's German, but she was living in Mexico, and she was traveling to Melbourne for her other work. And during her time here, then she was also running sessions. And we've had some other facilitators apparently coming from Sydney, but sometimes. So, and then I went to that session and I was so skeptical.
Yeah.
It's so, I was like, is it real?
Yeah.
Is it like, is it all a show or performance?
Yes.
And that's, and at one point I was like, you know what, you're just here, just let it go and see what happens. You already made it all the way. And at the moment I let go, I felt like a surge of energy like rushed into my body and like through my throat, and then like there was insight and everything came in through. And after that, after the session ended and I opened my eyes, it was on that moment clear, without any doubt, that I want to become a facilitator and offer this work.
So inspiring.
Yeah. So this might be a stupid question, but does CAP, when you experience it, does it meet you where you are to help you align with yourself? So say like, if I come to a CAP session and I might be 2 weeks out of a breakup, maybe I've been drinking a lot, maybe I've been partying a lot, and I come to a CAP session and I have an experience there. And then I come to you a month afterwards, might be a little bit more healed, might have been doing, I don't know, walking or traveling or whatever else, that I come to CAP. Is it going to give me a different experience based on where I am in that period of my life or that time? Or is it always going to kind of align with me, like my true, I guess, fundamental core?
That's a very good question, actually. Not a stupid, a very smart one.
I just got really curious.
Yeah, it is.
We're deep diving.
Yeah, very deep questions. Not anyone's like asked that. And I love that you actually asked that because, well, both, I would say both, because let's say you broke up, you're broken, we all know that sensation, and we all trying to numb that feeling of grief, like partying. I remember I was going out partying and all that, like when I broke up, before I realized you're numbing it. You're numbing the pain.
Hiding from the emotions.
Yes, avoidance, yes.
Yeah.
And interestingly, before I just dive into that, I was I was with this beautiful teacher 2 days ago in Bali, tried like this modality called water flow, and he shared with me about something about emotions that I didn't know, that your emotions only last 90 seconds if you sit with it. Just 90 seconds. And we're just, we're always running away from it.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's like a minute and a half. You just sit there with that pain of grief or like sadness, whatever it might be. It just comes and it goes away. But we're so afraid to face it. But CAP actually makes you to face that fear, but in a safe space. So if you broke up, you come into the CAP. Of course, we don't want you to be drunk or like, under substances.
No.
You might have a different experience.
You have a different experience.
That's
This
good.
is a sober place.
Sober
people.
place.
I guess it's good to know, because I suppose somebody that is in that, like, who's really hurting, that wants to go to CAP, might be really put off it by the fact that they might have to really face some difficult emotions, versus someone like, you don't want to put it off for months and months and months and think, I'm not good enough to go.
Exactly.
Or I'm struggling too much. You want to be able to like, oh, this is a bit scary, but I can go, even if I'm not perfect. Right?
Yeah, there's no right time. I've had many friends come to me, but I'm not ready yet. I'm like, you don't have to be ready if you're ready, why do you even want to come? And that's the whole thing, because CAP makes you feel more. We always feel to a certain level in our life. It's just like, I feel a little bit of happiness, and then you just feel a little bit of sadness. It's that duality.
Yeah.
But then when you come to CAP, it makes you to go deeper into your emotions. And we never know what that might be. You might come and want to cry, but you're ending up laughing the whole session. Or feeling peaceful.
I think that's good to know then, because it's kind of dismantling that, like, I guess, maybe view that we have of it, where it does look or feel or seem scary.
Yeah, and it might look scary from the outside,
I think, if you're looking on the internet and you're seeing, people like bending backwards and, you're thinking, oh my God, the exorcist or something.
Exactly, I'm possessed, yes.
Coming out and... but I personally have been to a few Parmiss sessions.
Yes, which is where I've heard mostly about it.
And I can say amazing. And I was very skeptical before coming to your sessions. I was like anything, thinking, does it really work? Like, what's kind of involved? And then I was like, oh, do I want to go? I was like really on the fence about it. And I remember you kept saying like, come, and I just wasn't ready. And then when I was ready, I did come to you, and like you didn't push it or anything. No, it was just very much like, and when I was ready, I was like, yeah, I'm ready to try this. And all of my experiences in your classes were different.
Yes.
Spoken about. So
this is what's interesting too.
Yes, all my experiences were very different.
Yeah,
it's different. Cool. Every time it's different. Every person have a different experience in the same class, and then your experience every time. Back to your point when you said, I come back and next month, let's say, give it a month to integrate, and then I want to come back. You're not going to have the same experience you've had. Yeah. And it's life, Yeah. Life is changing. We're changing all the time. So even emotions and your state of being is changing all the time. The core of the work is not about just releasing emotions. It's about unlearning the patterns you've had accumulated that you're not even aware of, and through which you will be able to tap into that state of peace that everybody is chasing, which is already here. That self-love that we're looking for it outside in partners and like in our dating worlds. Like, no, you just find it here first. Yeah. And then you'll see that there's no attachments and needs.
And we're not done yet. We're only just getting into it. This is a multi-episode series, so stay tuned for the next episode where we go even deeper with Parmiss and uncover more of what really happens in a session, because I know you all want to know. Trust us, there is more to come. Stay tuned.